Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa. With a teeming population of over 200 million people, the country has the largest digital financial services in Africa and is ranked 7th globally. Access to financial products and services is a fundamental catalyst to productivity and economic growth in Nigeria. Financial inclusion is a state where all adult Nigerians have access to these products and services in an equitable and affordable manner. Access to financial products and services helps fuel commerce and entrepreneurship and enables a smooth functioning economy. Financial inclusion is concerned with easy access, affordability, and diversity of products and services that meet individuals' needs at a pocket-friendly cost. These services may include payments, savings, credit, insurance, pensions, and investment products. In 2012, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and its stakeholders set out on a journey to reduce exclusion in Nigeria by launching the National Financial Inclusion Strategy. This initiative was predicated on Nigeria's commitment in Maya, Mexico in 2010, named the Maya Declaration. Through this declaration, Nigeria committed to achieving 80% financial inclusion by the year 2020. This target could be seen as ambitious given the baseline of financial exclusion as of 2012, which stood at 46.3%. So the goal of reducing this to 20% in 2020 was not an easy task.
You know, even as at 2010, the rate of financial exclusion was very high, and financial inclusion was low at that time. The journey, I must say, has been challenging, but at least we've made some reasonable progress. If you imagine that in 2020, we told ourselves in 2020 we would have achieved 80%, we were 64.1.
I think having financial inclusion as well is important for a central bank because it ensures that monetary policy transmission is more effective. You know, your policies can trickle down easier when you have most of the population, you know, within the system where you can monitor.
In 2010, 46.3% of adult Nigerians had no access to any form of financial services. In one decade, the figures have declined to 35.9%, and the central bank and its stakeholders are assiduously working towards further reducing these figures. Some additional achievements of the National Financial Inclusion Strategy include the establishment of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Fund, MSMEDF, the establishment of the National Peer Group Educator Program, NAPGEP, the setup of the Shared Agent Network Expansion Facility, SANEF, the rollout of the Bank Verification Number, BVN, National Identity Number, NIN, amongst others. These achievements have greatly improved the financial inclusion status of Nigeria, and this can be measured in terms of access and usage. Between 2018 and 2022, agent networks have increased from 83,560 to 1,410,000. Points of sales POS machines from 217,283 to 915,519. More accounts were linked to Bank Verification Number or BVN database with an enrollment of 55.6 million by 2022. There's also been a significant increase in the rollout of the National Identity Number with up to 90 million NIMSI registrations recorded as at October 2022. In addition, product penetration in Nigeria is taken up with payment services reached at 45% of the adult population and savings at 32%. 50.5% of adult Nigerians are formally served, while financial exclusion has been reduced to 35.9% as at the end of 2020. Undoubtedly, progress has been made.
The gender gap today is at 8%, which is a little bit higher than the global average that we have. So we want to make sure that that gap is closed through the Access to Finance Framework for Women, which aspires to increase the number of women agents, especially in northern Nigeria and other parts of Nigeria. Also to increase the leadership of women in financial services providing organizations so that women could be in positions of decision making and they will be able to also help onboard other women And also we want to make sure that data is provided and that the data financial services providers bring to us or provide are disaggregated according to gender.
The National Insurance Commission, NICOM, introduced the microinsurance and Takaful as products under the Financial Inclusion Program to ensure that Nigerians access insurance, especially for low-income users.
Those who are lower there, you package products that are consistent with their level of income so that they can also make provision for their future. This we have started so that we can reach the nooks and crannies of our nation. At every point, we want to make sure that everybody has access to insurance.
The Shared Agent Network Expansion Facility, SANEF, has greatly contributed to agent rollout with a total of over 1.4 million agents as at October 2022.
And the target we were given at the time, both by CBN and the banks, was that we must onboard 500,000 agents by the end of 2020. So we went ahead to do this. We didn't do this on our own. We used the super agents, or we went through the super agents and the mobile money operators and the banks to onboard this. CBN also was part of it because the central bank did give the super agents funding, 500 million each at a discounted interest rate.